November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month. There are many great reasons to adopt a mature dog or cat, and here to explain the benefits of adopting an older pet is Mary Heiser with the Capital Area Humane Society.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mary. Who do you have with you this morning?
I have Mr. Spooky, who I think would like to come over and be your pet this morning. He's a little active.
I think he wants to get out of here, actually.
Spooky is 5 years old. He is great with kids, not so great with other cats, and probably doesn't really care much for dogs either. So he would like to maybe be the only pet in the home.
Okay, now he's 5 years old. Is he considered a senior pet?
It varies. Vets consider, depending on the species, anywhere it can be 5 to 7 to be a senior. With dogs, of course, some dog breeds don't live as long. So a senior beagle may be 6, but a senior larger dog may actually be middle-aged at age 4.5 to 5.
Okay, so what are some of the benefits of adopting a senior pet?
The best benefit is what you see is what you get. You know what the size is, you know their eventual weight, you know their activity level, you know the amount of grooming that's going to be required to take good care of them. And you really don't have to babysit 24/7. It's not like having a new puppy or a new kitten in the house that's going to get themselves into all kinds of messes, just trying to push the barrier on absolutely everything.
Right, when you buy a puppy, I know from my own personal experience, you need to buy that spray so the puppy doesn't chew on the furniture, that type of stuff.
And they learn by doing. So first they have to eat a few shoes to figure out that that's probably not what Dad wants them to do.
And who do you think would benefit the most from a senior pet? Somebody with children, maybe an older individual, does it matter?
It really doesn't matter. It depends on the household and your commitment level and the age of your children and them understanding. Sometimes children are a little bit too rough to handle a kitten, so you might do better with a middle-aged or mature pet. Sometimes a senior likes the idea of giving a senior a fantastic home for their golden years. Because most of these pets end up at the Humane Society through no fault of their own. In Spooky's case, his owner moved to a new apartment and the landlord, after first saying yes, said no. And so Spooky had been owned by the same owner his entire life and had to be surrendered for rehoming.
Okay, and before we let you go, one more time, how can we get Spooky adopted this morning?
Spooky is racing to come to your home today. You can see him from 12 to 5 today at the Capital Area Humane Society.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning, Mary. And remember, you can find out more about this week's pet and watch our previous segments online. Just go to 10tv.com/pets.